I was lucky to have one brother I could look up to, and one brother I could look down on. Turns out I was just a bit of a bastard to the both of them, though. James was the eldest, I was the chaos, and Sam was the one who suffered. He was always on the receiving end of our antics, and I would call it character building, but I'm sure Sam would call it bullying. Now, this character building may have had a slight impact on Sam, because when we look back to old photos, he does seem to have developed a very specific range of expressions. Really brought light into every room he walked into. One example of this character building, and possibly a reason for some of those expressions, is my fond memories of the three of us having lightsaber duels. James and I would of course be the Jedi, and we would insist on Sam being the Sith. What would then follow was the two of us in a pitch black living room, glowing blue lightsabers in hand, wildly swinging at a lonely single strand of red light. This was accompanied by the dull hum of our sabres, followed by a thwack and a yelp, at which point Mum would usually come in, tell us off, and confiscate the weapons of torment, placing them well out of reach, at least until the next time. So, Emily, after years of so-called character building, we feel it's only fair to provide you with the official family-approved tool of correction. It's purely symbolic, of course, but given Sam's lifelong conditioning, even seeing it should result in immediate compliance and a strong desire to behave. Eventually, though, there came a time, at least for me, when I didn't just see him as a little brother I had to protect, but as someone I genuinely looked up to, which was not the original plan. But the three of us have come a long way, and I'm incredibly proud that I have two brothers who are a moral compass and a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. Now, with that being said, it probably comes as no surprise how much of a perfect match Emily is for Sam. She has the same kind, loving nature. She also not only made it through the gauntlet that is our family's sense of humour and nonsense, but dived in head first, which frankly is essential for survival here. It was obvious from the start that these two were meant to be together.
Now, as Ben mentioned, from pretty early on, we knew Emily was right for Sam. Lizzie actually showed a text that, said about a text that she'd had with Emily. I look back and I actually remember screenshotting this text because Sam had told me that he wanted me to meet a girl that he'd been seeing. And I was out in town, I was out on the lash, I'll be honest. But... so this was the text. Sorry if I was a bit drunk. I hope I made a good impression. She's lovely, absolute keeper there, Sammy. You've done well. Didn't come across like you were. She said she really liked you. Cheers, bro. It means a lot. Now, one of my favourite stories about Sam and Emily goes right back to the very first night that they met each other. And it's less of a story about them personally, but it's more about what was happening in the background at the time. Now, my mum, who we all love dearly, she suffers from something called dead in a ditch syndrome. Now, this is where every time me or any of my brothers walk out of the door, she assumes and creates ways in her head that we have either died in a ditch or we're about to die in a ditch. So to help my mum manage these anxieties, we have a maternal surveillance network in place, otherwise known as Find My Phone on iPhone. It's a dangerous invention, marketed as a safety feature, but it's actually really there for parents and a new way for them to develop new anxieties in real time. Now, for those of you who have never been to Cardiff,
No!
so we have the Principality Stadium here. We have the River Taff running down here. We have two places that you can walk on either side of this river. Bear that in mind for later. So, this is what my mum saw when she checked that night where Sam was. He said he was going to be back at 9. 9:30 came. 10 o'clock came. 10:30 came. So my mum decided to check on Sam's location. Now, for all parents in the room, as you can imagine, my mum's head went into absolute overdrive here. As you can plainly see, for those of you at the back, Sam's in the River Taff. And mum, bless her, she was resisting the urge to message Sam. Might just be something, plainly innocent, so she decided to message me. Sam's in the river. What? He went on that date tonight, I just checked, and he's in the Taff. Are you sure? Screenshot of Sam in the Taff. Now, at this point, my mum has built a full 3-part Netflix documentary in her head, complete with motives, suspects, escape routes. Poor old Emily, bless her, she's gone from the girl that Sam met online to prime suspect in a disappearance incident. This was the next interaction that me and my mum had. What if he's been catfished? For the older people in the room, catfishing refers to the creation of a fictitious online persona or a fake identity, typically on social networking platforms with the intent of deception, usually to mislead the victim into an online romantic relationship. I don't think he's been catfished, man. His drink could have been spiked, they could have lured him down there, and they could have pushed him in. Now, ironically, the pictures you saw at the beginning of this presentation, I thought was actually quite fitting if the Netflix documentary was made. And just to give you the synopsis, so we've got a tense 3-part documentary about a man who disappears on his first date, a mother who briefly believes she's uncovered a murder in Cardiff, and a phone app that should probably come with an emotional support warning. Spoiler, he was fine, just slightly to the left. So, obviously, eventually, Sam resurfaced, not like that, he was fine. He was only about 10 metres to the side, as I said, so he was not drowning in the Taff. Emily had not catfished him. In fact, the date had gone so well that they decided, after they met, to carry on walking up and down the Millennium Boardwalk, talking to each other about their lives and getting to know each other better. So although the app had Sam in the wrong place, he was actually exactly in the place that he was supposed to be. Next to Emily, his partner, his best friend, and today his wife. And if there was one person happier than the two of them that evening, it was my mum who could finally stand down the search party. Because what she thought was the start of a missing person investigation was actually the beginning of the rest of Sam's life. And that's really been the story ever since.
I'm a little bit teary-eyed. What an adventure that was. Right, well, to carry on. As Sam's older brothers, it's been lovely watching Sam and Emily's relationship grow. You see it in all the small things. Now, let me move over here. You all see me. You can see it in all the small things. How they move around each other, how they check in, how they laugh at the same ridiculous things. There's a real partnership there. It's no surprise when you look at the family Emily comes from. We remember meeting Pam and Gary for the first time. We were slightly hungover, heading up for breakfast, and mildly apprehensive, mainly because Sam had told us Gary was a police officer. Sorry, Gary. Retired, yes, just to clarify.
He's moved on.
The apprehension didn't last long though. By the end of breakfast, Gary was doing yoga stretches outside the restaurant in sandals, whilst Pam stood there rolling her eyes. They're both warm, funny and welcoming people, and that same warmth and kindness has clearly been passed on to their daughter. And we can confidently say those qualities also rest firmly in Sam. He's kind, funny, intelligent, and we couldn't be prouder of him. Not just for who he is, but for the choices that led him here, to someone who matches him in every way that matters.
Last card, I promise. So, as Ben said, it's strange seeing your little brother, someone who's just your little brother, to someone who you genuinely look up to and respect deeply. But as a little brother, he'll always be someone that we worry about in one way or another. And I think many of us in the room know that feeling. Loving someone deeply, worrying about them quietly, and always hoping that they're safe no matter where life takes them. And when you see Sam and Emily together, I think there's something...
Very sorry.
Betty, I was building it up to the emotional part.
Sorry, I'm staying with you. It's fine. We're all wed.
Rewind. And when you see Sam and Emily together, there's something reassuring in that, because they both found their person. They will look after each other, understand each other, and stand beside each other for the rest of their lives. And in that, I think there's a real sense of peace for all of us, because there's two people in this room that we can worry a little less about. I will say one final thing though, Sam. Although we will worry less, please don't turn off your location. Or there may end up being a second series of that Netflix documentary. So I'd like you all to raise your glasses to our little brother and our new little sister, to Sam and to Emily.